across the world. And उस report में कुछ बातें हैं जो मैंने पढ़ी, and I thought I'll share some insights on that. So I'll share about productivity. And here we have YouTube people. Namaste everybody on YouTube. Welcome to this week's Happy Minds. This is MG live for this week's Happy Minds. And so nice to see all of you again one more time with me on this beautiful, lovely morning. And those who have joined me for the first time, Happy Minds is a weekly shot which I say that we have for each other, where I speak on certain subjects and people share their insights, their implementations, and together we pledge or we resolve and we say we'll make a better life for ourselves. So this is a weekly, get together at satsang of seekers from across geographies, from across cities, and even outside India. People join in for Happy Minds, and it's so wonderful to have Happy Minds going on for last so many years, moving on, going on strong. So what we do in Happy Minds, those who have joined me for the first time, we start with meditation. And I always say that don't miss out on meditation. And today's meditation, today's time was a self-reflecting time. And I think a lot of you would have a lot of insights from today's meditation. And do share with me, when we have the sharing round open, do share with me what you felt while you were sitting with yourself on a date with yourself in the morning, and those 5 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever time we were together, आपने क्या महसूस किया, क्या आपने feel किया, क्या realize किया. I would love to hear a few stories from there. So we start with meditation, and then we have a round of success stories, and then I have something to share. So today's subject is interesting. It's on productivity, and together let's explore how do we become more productive in our workplaces, in our endeavors, whatever we are engaged in, whatever meaningful work we are doing, उसमें और कैसे productive बन सकते हैं, उसमें कुछ बातें करेंगे. I've got some points lined up, and I was writing some points for all of you. But it's simple points, but yes, very very important points. चलिए आज की success stories चालू करते हैं. We have a success story from Chrysalis, Jane's side, and his son Bhagyam, and his entire family is a Chrysalis family. His son Bhagyam, he's ventured into the film industry, and he's an actor, and he says उसकी पहली फिल्म आ रही है मतलब शूट चालू हुआ है उसका. So he sent a message across to me, sir, that need your blessings. The shoot has started, and his son, I was thinking about it, एक father को कैसा लगता होगा that your son is there in front of a camera, and that the first film of his life is a feature film, and it's a Marathi feature film which is coming out, and he is the main lead actor in that. So congratulations, Bhagyam and Sailesh and the entire Jain family. Looking forward to the completion of the film, and looking forward to the star in the making. And I'm sure एक time आएगा when we'll all be going outside and queue में खड़े होंगे और हम कहेंगे Bhagyam, we need your autograph. So looking forward to that. So love you for sharing this. And second success story is from Mukesh Jetwani, and he met me a few days back with his entire family. But he sent me a message. He sent my team a message. ये सर को बोलना मैंने किया है. I thought let me share this, and it's good that there is a platform on where you can share. And शायद कभी-कभी क्या होता है कि हम कुछ करते हैं तो हमें प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता है, और कभी-कभी प्लेटफॉर्म होता है तो हम उसके लिए कुछ करना चाहते हैं. So so it goes both ways. So I don't know which way it went for him, but he's got a story, and he says, so on the occasion of Rath Saptami, okay, वैसा इंग्लिश में बड़ा लिखा हुआ है. I took part in Suryathon, and he says I completed 108 Surya Namaskars in 1 hour 5 minutes. I was not able to do it at 90 counts and supposed to stop, and I was about to stop, but you're teaching that we should push ourselves more than our comfort zone, so I could complete 108. Wow, that's wonderful. And Mukesh, you do need not 108 Surya Namaskars, you need multiples of 108. So, but I'm sure, I'm happy that you are working on yourself, or tum kar rahe ho kaam. So God bless. And he says, sir, on the professional side, at my MJ Opera Walker project, he's into construction, he's into multiple activities. So construction is one of the activities. And he says, last Saturday, we created history, and for my own stock of balance 11 flats out of 228, we sold 8 flats in one day, and they were all difficult flats to sell, and we could sell that. And so we did great. So great work. And in one day, if you can sell so many. I'm sure over a period of time you can, and so push yourself and get better results. So congratulations on that. Third success story is it's not a success story; it's a sharing, and I feel that these sharings are very important for me at least, because they keep on kind of giving me a flavor of what's happening in the HM fraternity. So it is from Shivam Rastogi, and he says, "Sir, I'm a project head handling 4 sites, and there are 25 people directly reporting under me, and overall 250 people in these 4 sites. So last Happy Minds, you told about what made Sachin Tendulkar a legend, and that session hit me bad. It made me think that I am not making myself better in my job. If Sachin being Sachin can practice, then why I am not doing anything about my profession? And sir, मैं क्या लिखा है? Sir, मैं सिर्फ खेलता हूँ मैच, कोई नेट प्रैक्टिस नहीं करता. So I bought a book on leadership, and I bought another book on operations and management. And now every morning, the last 5 days, I'm reading at least 1 to 2 pages. I learned to do meditation from HMs in the past, and now I picked up reading. And one day, sir, I will definitely be a part of your business program. Oh, that's nice. That's what I wanted to hear. So thank you so much, sir. Wow. This is phenomenal, and I feel that those of you who were there with me last HM, आप लोग जो मेरे साथ थे, तो आपने ये बात को समझा होगा कि मैं किस भाव से कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि it's a very simple but a very beautiful phenomena, not beautiful but a surprising phenomena अगर आप देखोगे. And I've observed this across different disciplines, चाहे वो business हो, चाहे वो health हो, चाहे वो studies हो. मैंने देखा है कि जिसको जितनी मेहनत करनी होती है वो उतनी कम करता है, और जो कम मेहनत से बच सकता है, कम मेहनत से वो आगे बढ़ सकता है, वो और ज्यादा मेहनत करे. So if you go to a gym, you will see that people who have already a good body, who are kind of physically fit, they are the ones who are more disciplined in the gym. They're the ones who are putting in more efforts. They're the ones who are studying more about gymming. They're the ones who are looking out for more ways to shape their body. जो शायद अगर नहीं भी सीखे तो चल सकता है क्योंकि बॉडी अच्छी है. जो शायद अगर हल्का टाइम पास भी कर ले जिम में तो चलेगा, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी दे हैव अ गुड बॉडी. बट द वंस, those who need to shed a lot of weight, those who need to get into a lovely shape, वो टाइम पास कर, वो कहीं ना कहीं अवॉइड करना चाहते हैं. वो उनके रेप्स पूरे होने से पहले ही वो चालू कर देते हैं. सो जिनको जितनी मेहनत करनी होती है वो उतनी कम मेहनत करता है. जो मेहनत करने से बच सकते हैं वो और ज्यादा मेहनत करते हैं. I'm sure you also must have observed this phenomenon. It's a simple but very surprising phenomenon. Same goes for studies. कि जो बच्चा पढ़ाई में अच्छा है, he can bunk for a day or two. कि वो शाम की ट्यूशन मिस कर दे या स्टडी टाइम मिस कर दे. He can escape by not studying for a day and still score that same marks. लेकिन जो बच्चा पढ़ाई में अच्छा है, वो और मेहनत कर रहा है, वो और जान लगा रहा है, वो और कुछ टीचर से डिस्कस कर रहा है, वो और कुछ रिसर्च कर रहा है नेट में, वो और कोई नोटबुक्स को रेफर कर रहा है. जबकि वो अगर नहीं भी करेगा तब भी वो आगे निकल जाएगा. और जिस बच्चे को रेफर करने की बहुत जरूरत है, जिसको ऐसे बहुत सारे टीचर्स के इनपुट की जरूरत है, जिसको बैठ के पढ़ने की बहुत जरूरत है, वही टाइम पास कर रहा है, वही अवॉइड कर रहा है. सेम गोज इन बिजनेस. दे आर द वंस हु कैन skip, all those are the ones who can get away by not knowing more about business. They're the ones who are learning more about business. The ones who are doing awesome business. They're the ones who are scouting for better mentors, coaches. They're reading books. They're looking for avenues, seminars, symposiums, जहां जाके वो और सीखें और समझें. They are there networking with the best. और जिनको सीखने की बहुत जरूरत है business, they avoid such places, they avoid such conferences, they avoid getting somebody to handhold them, they avoid investing money in their business. But surprising, but that's the way it is. So when I was talking about Sachin last week, so I was saying that Gary Kirsten ने उनके बारे में बात करी. It's not that Sachin was talking himself. Gary Kirsten जो उनके कोच रहे उन्होंने बात करी. This is something very beautiful which I found about Sachin. That in spite of scoring almost 100 centuries, he's still practicing. He's still putting himself on the nets. He's still working out hours and hours and hours, asking the bowlers to put different kind of balls through, pitch different balls to him. He's practicing on different pitches, and that's what makes people a legend. So आपको पूछना है कि आपको अपने बिजनेस में जो आप काम कर रहे हो, जो आपका प्रोफेशन है, जो आपका एक्सप्रेशन है of you giving your expression to the world, आप पूछो अपने आप से, are you just going and playing the match day after day after day? बस गए, बैट पैड्स लगाए, ग्लव्स पहने, बैट लेके पहुंच गए, and you're just playing and you're not even asking yourself, why am I getting out? You're not even asking that why I'm not scoring runs. आप सिर्फ मैच पे मैच खेले जा रहे, and that is why legends are not made. हाँ जी, क्या मानसी क्या लिख रही है? मानसी एंड रोहन, अच्छा आज दोनों का नाम आ गया, क्योंकि स्मॉल अचीवमेंट्स पर और एफर्ट डालने का मोटिवेशन मिलता है. एब्सोल्युटली. So when you have a achievement, and that's why always have as many achievements as possible by your side, and don't wait for the big achievement. I like this sharing of yours, Mansi. It's small achievements. ये जो हमारा brain है ना, this is unable to distinguish, unable to identify the difference between a big achievement and a small achievement. उसके लिए achievement is an achievement. So you have to ask yourself that how many achievements are you feeding your mind on a daily basis? And the simplest ways of achieving something or giving a sense of achievement is you saying something and you doing something. आपने कुछ बोला और आपने कर दिया. आपने वादा किया और आपने पूरा कर दिया. So the moment you have a sense of achievement, the mind is hungry for more. ये दिल मांगे more. So that's how it is. हाँ जी. And और क्या है शेयर करने को? Yes, we had the graduation ceremony of our 40th batch of Aras Samasti, which was previously called the Game of Business, and we have another 35 plus entrepreneurs raring to go and make it big in the business world. Of course, graduation is not not something which was holding them back. कि अभी वो graduate हो गए तो अभी करेंगे, but then it's graduation is kind of moving on to the next level. And it's kind of a recognition, it's kind of a welcoming that now you have graduated to a higher level of thinking, learning, understanding. And we had a great time welcoming them into the fraternity of Chrysalis. And I'm sure I'll have some great, awesome stories to listen to. And there in the graduation ceremony, we had we had a Chrysalian as a chief guest. So Naren was there. I think Naren is also there with us in Happy Minds, and he was there as the guest of honor. And that's something which I've been following for the last many years. That for all our ceremonies, if any guest has to be called, the guest has to be amongst the Chrysalians. And it's because it's when the person is there who has been with you, there's so much of alignment, there's so much of connect. As there's one thing which Naren mentioned there yesterday, while day before yesterday, while speaking, and he says, मुझे एक साल सवा साल हो गया, and he says 1 year or so, I've just missed 1 or 2 HMs. And जब से मैं MG को मिला हूँ और जब से मैं इनके साथ आया हूँ, from that time till today, I've just missed, and that too because I could not be there for whatever reasons. But I've been traveling, I've been busy, but I've ensured that I am there for Happy Minds. And just such a wonderful sharing which he had, and of course, apart from along with his life story and other aspects of he connecting with me. But I loved this part that he says, I have not missed Happy Minds. And so is the case when I log in every Saturday for Happy Minds. I see so many of you, the Vishalis of my life, who have been there. When we had physical HMs, she would take pride and she would say, "Nahi, I have not missed a single Happy Minds." We have Rajendra Gaikwad, who has been there for years. चाहे वो offline हो, चाहे online हो, I have not seen him missing, a single Happy Mind. And so is the case with so many of you. When I read your names here, it's so wonderful to see the names there again and again. Every HM you're there. So thank you so much, all the Kojagiris and all the Ganeshas of my life. मैं बहुत से नाम नहीं ले पा रहा हूँ, but love you for being there. Every Happy Minds, the Mansis of my life, and Chalo, great. Lovely to see all of you. And then that's the case. That's how it has been. So people take pride. Crystallins take pride. I've been there for last 50 HMs. I have been there for last 100 HMs. I've been there for last 500 Happy Minds. I'm from the first batch, but I'm from the second batch. I'm from the 20th batch. And somewhere the connect is there where people take pride. And I feel, wow, this is an awesome communication happening where they take pride of they becoming better, and they're becoming better through so many interventions from our side. Hmm. Chalo, let's move on to the subject. Hmm. Chalo, God bless you all for being there with me. चलिए आज का सब्जेक्ट जो मैंने बोला उससे पहले हम if anybody wants to share, you can take your hand up and let me know that you want to share. My team had a few requests yesterday if they want to share. तो आप अपना hand raise करना उधर, and so I'll come to know that your hand is up, and then we will have your mic on for sharing. So I think Shruti wanted to share. Vidisha, I don't know. She had sent a message to you for sharing. Anyways, देख लेना. ठीक है. If she shares, then good enough. Now, and anybody amongst you want to share, you can take your hand up, and we'll see. मेरा सवाल है आपसे. And सवाल is from the report, from the research which I read, and it was quite a very impactful research. Sometimes it hits you. और रिसर्च में था कि आज से 15-20 साल पहले, somewhere in 1990s, 1980s, from the time they started measuring the productivity in terms of in organizations. This is an organizational report which is there. तो जो productivity होती है organizations में, वहां पर productivity में इंसान जो है बोलते हैं कि if he is there working in the organization, so people kind of produce less in terms of the measurement of productivity is kind of less by 15%. ऐसा measure किया गया 80s 90s में कि 15-20% की productivity कम हो जाती है if people become a bit slack and people become a bit careless and carefree and थोड़ा सा उनको लगता है complacent हो जाते हैं. But then they found out that the productivity of people has been going down. So 15% से 20% से 25% से 30%, and now they're saying in 2020s the productivity on an average is down by almost around 45 to 50%. Now that's alarming. On an average. अब ऐसा नहीं कि सभी लोग की productivity कम हो गई है, but on an average productivity has come down to around 40 to 45%, and even at times 50%. And I'll share with you a few things which may be the reason, and a few things which we can do to take our productivity up. But my question to all of you is, before I answer or before I share, what do you think? What do you think is the biggest cause for people being unproductive? What do you think is the biggest cause for people being unproductive? चाहे वो घर की बात कर रहे हैं, स्टडीज की बात कर रहे हैं, हम चाहे बिजनेस की बात कर रहे हैं, जॉब की बात कर रहे हैं. What do you think is the biggest cause why people become unproductive, or why people's productivity reduces? Procrastination, mobile phones, अरे बाबा, lack of genuine interest. ठीक है. नहीं, all of you are right. ठीक है, लिखो मुझे बताओ. What reduces the productivity? People not satisfied with what they do. Oh, ठीक है. Skill sets नहीं अच्छे हैं. Wasting time in serial discussions. serial मतलब वो टीवी के serial discussion. Many distractions like social media, shorter attention span. Okay. No clear idea why they are doing what they're doing. TV. Okay. TV serials. Many distractions like, okay. of self love क्या है ये? What is this point? ऊपर चलेगा. The new concept of self love is taken in a wrong way. Hmm. So this is a nice point. Lack of passion. शादी कर लो, passion है. Free minds or open heart ideas. Open heart surgery क्या है ये? Open heart ideas. अच्छा. The too much of free minds. अच्छा. Lack of focus. Okay. Why communication is not proper? Okay, communication is not done. Clarity of role नहीं है. Don't like what they're doing. निकल जाओ ना वहां से if you don't like what you're doing. Procrastination, not focused. Okay. तुम सबको सब मालूम है यार. Organization should be more strict. अही शाबाश. सर हिटलर रूल लगा दीजिए, सब काम करेंगे. हंटर लगाइए सबके पीछे. चलो ठीक है. ओके ग्रेट. हम्म. चलो ठीक है. I got a flavor of what all of you have mentioned, what all you have said, why people are unproductive, and yeah, you can even keep on putting in some points as and when we go. And yes, you are bang on target, all of you. Oh, and all the reasons which you mentioned that why people become unproductive, सारे reasons आपके सही हैं, genuine हैं, बढ़िया हैं, और to the point है. Lack of enthusiasm है, lack of work planning है, ठीक है सर. Because we let them be unproductive. ये अश्विन बोलता है सर ये तो लोगों को पकड़ के इनको हमने ठीक करना चाहिए, ये हमारी गलती है एज ए लीडर, हम लोग ही इनको अनप्रोडक्टिव होने देते हैं. पकड़ के धो देना चाहिए इन लोग. हम लोग बड़े दो फ्रेंडली हो जाते हैं, मुकेश का दर्द निकल रहा है तो हम बड़े फ्रेंडली हो जाते हैं. लैक ऑफ कमिटमेंट है. ठीक है. ओके चलो ठीक है. गुड वी हैव some points here. Let me share the point which not that बाकी points important नहीं है, सारे point important है, but the major point of the reason why over the years productivity has decreased, and a lot of you have mentioned that in your post, are okay. Let me put it like this. Let me ask a question to all. Let me put it in a much more simpler way जिससे आपको समझ में आए. So if I was to, I have a question for you. अगर मैं नेट प्रैक्टिस करता क्रिकेट, जाके मैं आज से चालू कर दूं, and I put in let's say 5-6 hours of practice of playing cricket, हर दिन जाके मैं चालू करता हूँ खेलना नेट प्रैक्टिस, and I start practicing batting. तुम मुझे बताओ कि how long will it take for me to enter a cricket team, in any known cricket team, let's say रणजी में या महाराष्ट्र को मैं रिप्रेजेंट कर पाऊंगा क्या? कितना समय लगेगा मुझे अगर मैंने प्रैक्टिस करना चालू किया 5-6 घंटा अगर मैंने क्रिकेट खेलना चालू. 3 to 4 years. ये तो बड़े, तुम लोग बड़े काइंड हो. हाँ. 3 to 4 years. हर्षद बोल सर आप 3 से 4 साल में तो आपके, बिकॉज ही इज अ क्रिकेट कोच, तो इसे से मैं आपको सिखा पाऊंगा. हर्षद यू आर इनटू क्रिकेट कोचिंग ना? इफ यू आर द सेम हर्षद, आई डोंट नो. श्योरिटी नहीं है, टू मच कंपटीशन है. मानसिक सर प्रैक्टिकल हुई है, बहुत कंपटीशन है, और आप तो अभी तो कोई लोग बोल रहे सर आपसे ना हो पाएगा, आप चाहे कितना भी प्रैक्टिस कर लो, ये आपसे ना हो पाएगा. So yes, of course, maybe अगर 10 साल पहले करता, maybe when I was in my 30s, I would have practiced. So if I would have put in, let's say 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day, and I would have practiced for 6 days a week, 7 days a week, तो फिर क्या होता? अगर मैं 7 साल, 8-10 साल पहले करता, I would have got into some team. Not only me, but some of you, मतलब अगर हमारी इच्छा होती खेलने की और हम लोग कर रहे होते, रोज 8 घंटा 10 घंटा प्रैक्टिस कर रहे होते, so maybe we would have got into some decent team as such. Right or not? No, I wanted to imagine. And Tej ने वो point बोला, I wanted to imagine. Without guru, it's a lifelong activity. हाँ, चलो ठीक है. तुम लोग बड़े काइंड हो, दयालु हो, तुम लोग, कोई तुम में से कोई टाइप नहीं कर रहा सर कि आपसे नहीं हो पाएगा. बट to put it across, what I want to put across is, let's imagine that 8 to 9 hours, or 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, and not 5 days, 6 days. I'm saying 7 days a week. We all are practicing distraction for not only one day a week. I'm saying 7 days a week. I'm not saying 1 hour a day. I'm saying 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours a day. We all are practicing in some way or the other distraction. तो अगर मैं एक एक्टिविटी में, एक डिसिप्लिन में मैं कुछ घंटे लगाता हूं और मैं इसको खेलता हूं, उस एक्टिविटी को मैं करता हूं, दिनों दिन, सालों साल करता हूं, आई एम सेइंग आई विल बिकम एन एक्सपर्ट ऑफ दैट. So what about this very realization that if I'm practicing 7 hours, 8 hours of distraction every day for weeks and for months and for years, so what have you and me become over a period of time? We have become masters of distraction. Just like Sachin Tendulkar has become a master batsman, we have become masters of distraction. कि हम distraction में इतने काबिल हो गए हैं, we just need this to be distracted. Because we have practiced for 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours every day to get distracted. And then it has become a mental pattern for us. It's become us. So distraction और हम अभी अलग नहीं है, वो हम एक हो गए. And this distraction is taking away the capability of our minds to be focused. बड़ा सिंपल है ये और ये बहुत इसमें बातें हो चुकी हैं, हमने समझा भी है. But somewhere it has not gone deep inside to make us realize that what we are becoming with each and every passing day, the fact is that we are becoming somebody. Yes or no? And what we are becoming is depending on what we are doing on a daily basis. So what we are doing on a daily basis with shiddat, with involvement, with commitment is this habit of, this practice of distraction. बड़ी शिद्दत से लोग अपने आप को तैयार कर रहे हैं to become Mr. Distracted, as if there's a competition at the end of the life. Who was the most distracted person in this universe? Who was the most distracted person in this city of Pune or in this country? So we are all kind of preparing for that competition. कौन सबसे ज्यादा distracted होगा, उसका award हमें मिलना चाहिए. And that's a kind of involvement and commitment we have. और देखो अपने आप को कि आपका attention span क्या है. And I see so many people getting distracted. You go to any construction site. Day before yesterday, we were me and Rashna, we were coming back from the gym, and हम walk करते करते अपने घर को आ रहे थे. So and then she says, देखो इन लड़कों को, and there were two housekeeping guys from our society. दोनों जने बैठे धूप में, मोबाइल में ऐसा झाड़ू को रखा हुआ अपने हाथ में, और दोनों जने मोबाइल में लगे. And then she said, क्या मतलब कैसे ये इनका चालू हो गया काम, बट काम चालू नहीं हुआ है, they are on the mobile. And you go to any construction site, you go, people are there doing something which they should not be doing, as if there is a competition, as if there is some kind of an award for getting distracted. तो दो बातें मैं आपसे कह रहा हूं. Number one, our productivity depends on our ability to focus. Yes or no? हम कितना फोकस तरीके से काम कर सकते हैं, उस पर हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी डिपेंड कर रही है. दूसरी बात, ये समझ में आ रहा है कि हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी कम होती जा रही है. तीसरी बात, ये कम क्यों हो रही है? बिकॉज समवेयर वी आर बिकमिंग मास्टर डिस्ट्रैक्टर्स. कि हमें डिस्ट्रैक्ट होने की हमें बड़ी आदत पड़ गई. वो आदत क्यों पड़ रही है? बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट वी आर प्रैक्टिसिंग एवरी डे. एंड द लास्ट पॉइंट व्हिच आई सेड इज we keep on becoming what we keep on doing on a daily basis. So the question you have to ask is, let's say after 1 year, आपका analysis होना है. After 1 year, you will be judged. After 1 year, you will be kind of analyzed. After 1 year, you will be kind of labeled. What kind of a label you want for yourself? Do you want a label of Mr. Distractor, or do you want a label of Mr. or Mrs. or Miss Focused? From Miss Distraction to Miss Focused, Mr. Distraction to Mr. Focused. What label do you want? तो जब हमें क्लैरिटी है कि ये लेबल हमें चाहिए, तो वो क्लैरिटी को बार बार रोज अपने आप को याद दिलाना है, रोज अपने आप को रिमाइंड करना है कि ना, this is going to make me Mr. Distracted, and this is what I don't want to become. I want to be more focused. I want to be more focused. And for you to become focused, there are a few things which you have to keep in mind, and I'll share with you a few insights. But before that, this very realization that knowingly, unknowingly, we are on the pathway of becoming super distracted. We are on the trigger of distraction. Number two part from this, the world around us is every day creating some means, some mechanisms to make us all the more distracted. कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ करा जा रहा है, जिसकी वजह से हम और डिस्ट्रैक्शन की ओर जा रहे हैं. सो डू वी, ये मैं इस पॉइंट को लॉक कर लूं, मैं इस पॉइंट को लॉक करूं कि प्रोडक्टिविटी कम होने के का सबसे बड़ा कारण है हमारा फोकस्ड ना होना. और फोकस ना होने का मतलब हमारा डिस्ट्रैक्शन में मास्टरी करना. क्या इस पॉइंट को लॉक कर लूं? डू ऑल अग्री? अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑल अदर पॉइंट्स ऑफ प्रोडक्टिविटी कमिंग डाउन, अगर हमने इस पॉइंट पे थोड़ा काम किया और हम थोड़े फोकस्ड हो गए, कि एक स्टूडेंट फोकस्ड हो गया पढ़ने में, एक जॉब में जो काम कर रहा है या बिजनेस में जो काम कर रहा है वो फोकस्ड हो गया, एक जो घर में जो भी लेडी काम कर रही है, जो आपकी हेल्प है घर में, अगर वो फोकस्ड होकर काम करेगी या करेगा, will their productivity become better or will rise? Do we all agree to this? ठीक है. Then the question is in front of us, how do we become more focused? तो मैंने कुछ पॉइंट्स निकाले, बड़े सिंपल पॉइंट्स हैं, एंड आई एम श्योर आप में से बहुत से लोग उनमें से कुछ पॉइंट्स को कर रहे होंगे, या कभी कभार याद आता होगा तो करते होगे, याद नहीं आता तो नहीं करते होगे. सो आई काइंड ऑफ गिव यू वो 7-8 पॉइंट निकाले मैंने, एंड लेट्स ब्रश थ्रू दोस पॉइंट्स अगेन. शायद आपको एक बार फिर हैमरिंग हो जाएगी और शायद आपके मन में फिर वो बात बढ़ जाएगी दैट आई नीड टू स्टे फोकस्ड. एंड वो सारे पॉइंट्स बताने का एक ही कारण है, टू मेक यू फोकस्ड. एंड आपके फोकस होने का कारण, उसका बनने का कारण यही है, द मोर फोकस्ड यू आर द मोर प्रोडक्टिव यू विल बी. एंड आपके प्रोडक्टिव बनने का क्या कारण है, दैट द मोर प्रोडक्टिव यू आर द मोर वर्दी यू विल फील फॉर योरसेल्फ, द मोर you will be a blessing to this world if you're productive. So to being a blessing in the world, you got to be productive. For you to be productive, you got to be focused. For you to be focused, let's have a few points. ये chronology समझ में आ गया? From being a blessing, productivity, focused, and now some points on being focused. चलो कुछ structured तरीके से मैं I've got some points for all of you. चलिए, पहला point, अरे भाई, are you all alive? हो कि नहीं मेरे साथ? Real says I'm there, sir. साहिल का पता नहीं, लेकिन मैं तो हूं. Yes, yes, very productive. India is a very productive country, you know that? The largest population. We both are there. That's nice. चलो चलो, जिंदा है सर, बहुत बढ़िया. गुड. सांस लेते रहना, बाकी मैं देख लूंगा. चलो ठीक है. Okay, the first is these are my points. So you can have more points, and I want you to, if you have more points, you can add on to it, right? So कोई copyright नहीं मेरा इस पे. मैंने ऐसे ही सोचा, मेरे मन में क्या आया जो मैं करता हूँ, जिसकी वजह से मैं प्रोडक्टिव बन जाता हूँ, मैं फोकस बन जाता हूँ, मैंने वो पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं, right? You can have your points. You can also share there after I've shared my points. You can add on to these points. You can delete some points. You decide. ठीक है? तो ये कोई गॉस्पेल ट्रुथ नहीं है, ये जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है वही है. चलो, पहला पॉइंट है कि मैं जो करता हूं, we can't avoid gadgets, we can't avoid mobiles or apps, and they're kind of helpful in making our in fact, they're supposed to make us more productive, right? All the gadgets, all the tools which we have, they're supposed to make us more productive. So somewhere it's our inability to use them that we are becoming unproductive. तो जिस काम के लिए आए थे, हम उसको उस काम पे यूज ना करके हमें और वो गिराते जा रहे हैं, तो मतलब उसकी गलती नहीं है. So you bring a knife and the knife is supposed to cut vegetables. It's not supposed to cut your hand. अब आपकी उंगली कट गई उससे सब्जी काटते काटते, तो वो तो आपकी कहीं केयरलेसनेस हो गई ना, आपकी चूक हो गई. You can't blame the knife for that. Knife is also helpful in making you cut vegetables. Take away knife from your life and you will be so helpless. Things will not happen. But वो knife को अगर ढंग से इस्तेमाल नहीं किया तो उससे नुकसान भी होता है. You can murder people with that. Same way with technology. Same way with your gadgets. Same way with your apps. हर दिन नए नए ऐप बन रहे हैं, right? And I believe that there are apps which can make us more productive. There are apps which help us in doing things in a way which we would not have done before. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, जब भी कोई ऐप होता है तो मैं उसका नोटिफिकेशन तो बंद कर देता हूँ. I see so many people जिनके नोटिफिकेशन आते रहते हैं, आते रहते हैं, आते रहते हैं, आते रहते हैं. Until it's a part of your job कि आपको नोटिफिकेशन देखने हैं. You are handling some maybe social media. You're responsible for some productivity happening from the social media page, and आप उसके लिए जिम्मेदार हो. So you have your notifications on because you're supposed to respond and reply to them. You're from a sales team, you're from lead generation team, you're from whatever the front end team. आप उसमें काम कर रहे हो. तो फिर agreed, I have no reason to say that why you have got a notification on. But जब आपका वो काम ही नहीं है, पता नहीं कौन कौन से ऐप के आपने नोटिफिकेशन ऑन करके रखे हुए, एंड वो टिंग 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 हो रहा है. एंड इवन इफ इट्स नॉट टिंगिंग, इट्स द ब्लिंक तो कर रहा है ना. मेरे व्हाट्सएप के भी मेरे सारे नोटिफिकेशन बंद हैं. आई डोंट गेट अ सिंगल नोटिफिकेशन ऑन माय फोन. दैट्स वन थिंग व्हिच आई हैव डन. सेकंड यू कैन डू इज this is one simple thing, because ये एक डिस्ट्रैक्शन के एक you're kind of providing up, you're making a provision for getting distracted. कि आप you're studying something, you are making a project report, you are focusing on your work, and suddenly that light blinks on your mobile. You tend to go there. That's one thing. Second, put your mobile off your vision. When you're working, आपके विजन में नहीं आना चाहिए मोबाइल. अभी मेरे बैचेस में मैंने कर दिया कि आई डोंट वांट टू सी द मोबाइल ऑन द फोन ऑन द टेबल आल्सो. आप अपने मोबाइल को रखिए बैग के अंदर. यू नॉट सपोज टू कीप इट ऑन द टेबल आल्सो. वो टेबल में भी है तो आपको मोबाइल दिख रहा है, विजन आपके मन आंखों में जा रही है ऑफ द मोबाइल. एंड वो जब विजन जाती है मोबाइल आपकी आंखों में, देयर इट गोज टू योर माइंड, एंड माइंड विल प्रोसेस एनीथिंग. द माइंड विल प्रोसेस, अरे किसके फोन तो नहीं आया. माइंड विल, अच्छा वो मोबाइल आपने ऑफ उल्टा करके रखा हुआ है, यू कांट इवन सी द ब्लिंक आल्सो, बट यू कैन सी द मोबाइल. एंड देन द मोबाइल टेक्स यू टू अ डिफरेंट ट्रिप. अरे कोई मैसेज तो नहीं आया है, किसी का फोन तो नहीं आया, अरे बहुत देर से फोन नहीं आया है. That's to keep your mobile off your vision, the sight of vision. It should not be seen by your eyes. Make it, give yourself some time. मेरी आदत बन गई है, या because of the work which I'm into, I don't see my mobile for hours. And I see people who can't live without seeing the mobile every 1 minute or 2 minutes. क्या आप उनके साथ अगर बैठे हैं मीटिंग में, मीटिंग चालू, but then out of habit, out of compulsion, they will open the mobile, they will just go through the message. अरे क्यों? आप आए हो ना, किसी प्रोग्राम में आए हो, किसी मीटिंग में आए हो, कहीं किसी सेमिनार में आए हो, बैठो. Why you have to open a mobile? वैसे भी आप फोन ले नहीं सकते हो, वैसे भी आप मैसेज रिप्लाई नहीं कर सकते हो. Why you want to be distracted? Why you are going to build that habit of distraction? और अगर इतना ही सब लगता है कि आप उसके बिना आपका काम नहीं हो सकता है, you send a message before you enter the hall, before you enter the meeting, before you get away. I'm next half an hour I'm not there, next 45 minutes I'm not there. You give a message to some important groups or whatever it is. ये पेपर में ऐड दे दिया करो, मैं जा रहा हूं अगले 1 घंटे के लिए, मैं नहीं हूं. एंड ऐसा हो गया कि कुछ लोगों को लगने लगा है कि अगर उन्होंने देखा नहीं मोबाइल तो दुनिया रुक जाएगी, ये इंडियन गवर्नमेंट रुक जाएगी, ये द एंटायर वर्ल्ड विल कम टू अ स्टैंड स्टिल. तो इसलिए उनका मोबाइल देखना बड़ा जरूरी है. देयर वाज अ टाइम व्हेन नथिंग would happen even if you're not in touch with anybody for days and for weeks. So give yourself some time slots that every 1 hour you will see the mobile. Every 1.5 hours you will see the mobile. Give yourself that kind of a slot. It works. So वो आप 1.5 घंटा focus हो जाएंगे. You're building a habit of staying focused. So that's one thing you can do with the gadgets. Second part is SEE, very important. It has a very C, and this C which I've seen, hello, Vidisha, am I there? My internet is stable.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
What there?
Okay, good, good. Thanks, Tej. So second is this part called SEE. So SEE kya hai? This has a very strong correlation with our ability to stay focused. This is all about our physiology, where S stands for sleep. You have to have good sleep. If your sleep cycle is disturbed, your ability to stay focused goes for a toss. And for your sleep cycle to be done, there are so many things which you can do. Today I will not speak on the sleep cycle, but one basic thing you can do is please don't go to sleep immediately after watching something on your gadget. I'll repeat again. Please do not go to sleep immediately after watching something on your gadget. आप mobile में लगे रहते हो, you're on the mobile just before you go to bed. You're on the mobile, or you're on the laptop, or you're on your iPad. And enough research is there to prove this point that your retina gets affected by the blue light which comes out from there, and it gives a sensation, or it is training your retina to believe that it's daytime. And then when you close your eyes and you want to sleep, the information to your brain is that it is not time to sleep. And that's why you will find it difficult to sleep, or you find difficult to get into sleep. And it will not be on day one, day two. Maybe after months of such practice, you may start having problems while sleeping. So put a rule to yourself. Now, half an hour before you go to bed, all your gadgets off. You will not see your gadgets half an hour before. So half an hour before you get up, it's a 30-30-30 kind of a thing, rule which you can have. So 30 minutes before you go to bed, no mobiles. 30 minutes after you get up from the bed, no mobiles. 30 before, 30 after. You get in the morning, first thing people do is check their mobile. अरे भाई तुम्हें कोई याद नहीं कर, मोदी जी ने तुम्हें फोन नहीं किया, मेरा विश्वास करो, नहीं तुम्हें याद कर रहे हैं. सुबह उठ के हाँ किसका फोन आया, किसने मैसेज किया, क्या किया, as if the whole world was waiting for you to get up, and then the whole world will go into a state of ecstasy. अरे he has got up. अरे बगल का टॉमी भी तुम्हें याद नहीं कर रहा है. So don't watch your mobile. Don't go into gadgets 30 minutes after you get up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Then you can also have a 30-minute, lunchtime, half an hour before lunch, half an hour after lunch. Avoid. So you can have your own. So आप decide करो. You can make it 20 minutes. You can make it. But ideally, it is scientifically proven. Before you go to sleep, 30 minutes. You should be preparing yourself to go to sleep. Read something well. Reading was such a wonderful habit. The reading has come into mobiles, and that's where the problem is. So S stands for sleep. E stands for exercise. Hello. Exercise. People who exercise regularly, their ability to stay focused is very high. I will not go deep into it. Simple. People who exercise, their ability to be focused is high. The body, the mind, because when you exercise, when you're in a gym, आप कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप को डिस्ट्रैक्शन से बंद करके रखा हुआ है आपने. आप सिर्फ एक्सरसाइज ही कर रहे हो, आप एक चीज पे फोकस कर रहे हो. सो दैट्स वन थिंग व्हिच यू आर पुटिंग योर माइंड इनटू. सेकंड इज फिजिकली आप अच्छे बन रहे हो, तो यू आर काइंड ऑफ द ब्लड फ्लो, द ऑक्सीजन फ्लो, द फ्रेशनेस, द रिजुविनेशन, एवरीथिंग इज हैपनिंग इन योर बॉडी. तो आप फिजियोलॉजिकली भी आप रेडी हो रहे हो कॉन्सेंट्रेट करने के लिए. Children, students who are kind of physically fit, they will find it easy to concentrate, easy to stay focused. And the third part, the second E, S E ka, दूसरा वाला E, C ka, is eat. Be careful of what you eat. There's some foods which will kind of make your entire physiology go disturbed. So you have to be conscious of what you eat and when you eat and what's your eating cycle all about. So your sleep cycle, your exercise cycle, and your eating cycle. And of course, in the eating cycle, what you eat. आप इस पे ध्यान दो, and you will see that your concentration, आप कम से कम you are helping concentration to happen. your physiology is not rejecting concentration. So even if you have kept your mobile off, even if you're saying 30 minutes before 30 minutes आप कर रहे हो, लेकिन आपकी पूरी physiology is not going into a state of concentration, तो तब भी आपको नुकसान हो जाएगा. So get into that state. Uh, if you can, the next point is if you can choose a work environment, see if you can stay away from a noisy place, see if you can stay away from places which kind of have a bombardment on you from in terms of disturbance, in terms of phones ringing, in terms of people chattering. Maybe there's a door which is banging next to you where you're working. All these things are going to take away your ability to stay focused. So see if you can, if you have some important work, see if you can go to some cafe and sit there and focus on that work. If you have some important project, maybe go to some these co-working spaces, find a place for yourself, sit for an hour, because you can pay for hourly basis there. There's one wonderful cafe called Moji Cafe. It's owned by a Chrysalis. Beautiful place to go and sit. So many times I go there and I sit there and I have my meetings there, or I go there for my some me time, where I just go and take a book and I go in and I stay there for some time. So you find a place where you can go and kind of focus. So you are training yourself कि ये important काम है, इस काम के लिए मुझे डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं चाहिए, तो आप उठ के चले गए, तो आप अपने किसी कमरे में चले गए, आपने वहां लॉक कर लिया अपने आप को. You're kind of in an environment. So this is how you're building up your entire ability to stay focused. Another important point is before you start your day. It's a very beautiful point which I practice. Before you start your day, go on a date with yourself for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now, it's not meditation. Meditation is different. You just go on a date with yourself. You just sit. You don't talk to anybody. You go to the office and you just don't start working immediately. So you just kind of give yourself some space and ask yourself, अच्छा आज क्या काम है जो मुझे करना? Just go on a date with yourself. Am I aligned? Am I ready? Am I emotionally right? Am I physiologically right? Am I equipment wise right? Do I have my own entire all gadgets ready with me? Do I have my pens, pencils? जो भी आपको लगता है, is my sitting place right? Am I perspiring? Am I wearing the right kind of clothes? So you stay with you for 5-10 minutes, and in that space of me time, you will kind of organize yourself here. Because यहाँ इतना सब bombardment हुआ होता है, आप घर से निकले, ट्रैफिक है, ये है, प्लान है. Go there, sit for some time. लेकिन आपकी आदतें कैसी होती हैं? 9 बजे का अगर ऑफिस है तो आप पहुंचते ही 9 बजे हो ना. काय का me time, काय का sitting time? The moment you reach, it's just like you going on the field and immediately you start playing the balls there. आप जाके तो out तो होना ही है ना आपने. So there is no time for you to go and just ask yourself, भाई अभी मुझे, let me just gather myself. So you go 5-10 minutes early to the office. Make it a habit. It's one of the most beautiful habits of productivity, I'm telling you. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट सिंपल बातें हैं, कोई मैं आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बात नहीं कर रहा हूं आपसे. And that is what we were told to do when we were giving examinations in our school days. We were called 15-20 minutes, half an hour before. Even the question paper जो हमें देने वाले थे, उससे पहले हमें हॉल में बिठा के रखते थे. भाई तुम ऑर्गेनाइज हो जाओ, मेंटली रिलैक्स हो जाओ, अपना देख लो, पेन, पेंसिल, इरेजर वेजर सब देख के रखो, ये है कि नहीं तुम्हारे पास. Just be with yourself. So same way, go on a date with yourself every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you will see that things will start falling in perspective. You will just not start playing the game. You will know which baller to face first, which to face second. You will be kind of organizing things here, prioritizing things here. Absolutely, Chandramohan. We are addicted to all wrong habits. I'm saying get addicted to focus. जो मैं आपसे बातें कर रहा हूँ, ये सिर्फ फोकस की तो बात कर रहा हूँ, और कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. बहुत आसान है, सिर्फ करना है. Just like we got addicted to becoming defocused, we become addicted to distractions, we become masters of distractions. I'm saying you should become masters of focus. कि जब फोकस करना हो तुरंत फोकस कर लो, because you are master of that. Just like अभी जैसे डिस्ट्रैक्शन है ना, तो आपको कुछ करना नहीं पड़ता डिस्ट्रैक्शन होने के लिए. It is natural. Free flowing a distraction, Anna. You are not putting any effort. Trust me, all of you listening to me, ask yourself, do I have to put any effort to become distracted? No. कोई effort नहीं लग रहा. आप यूं distract हो जा रहे हो. It is natural. It has become part of you. It is you. You are distracted. You are Mr. Distracted. आपका नाम change हो जाना चाहिए. It's you. Distraction and you are one. In the same way, I'm saying, can focus and we become one. Like this. The moment you say focus, and we are focused. Because we have a habit of staying focused. So all the things which I'm saying to you, they're just ways by which you can become focused, and they're simple ways. कोई निराली अनोखी बात नहीं है. But I'm just putting it in a structure for all of you, and I'm putting the importance of it in your life. And of course, the most important part is उसके साथ एक और मैं ऐड कर सकता हूँ. Can you practice training your mind into staying focused? So maybe you can play a game like कोई puzzle आप करा करो. So get into a puzzle. तो puzzle से क्या होता है? You are kind of training your mind to stay focused. Chess खेलो. और कौन से गेम्स होते हैं जो जहां पर आप फोकस कर सकते हो? You know, maybe you take a painting for some time, some drawing activity. So you got to stay focused. जिस activity में आपका mind को focused होना पड़ रहा है, pick up that activity. It's a kind of training your mind to stay focused. And if you have a partner there who can play chess with you, so at least for that 15-20 minutes, you're focused. You take a puzzle there. ये बड़ा अच्छा होता है puzzle को लेके ना. Get new puzzles every day from the market. Once a week, solve a puzzle alone. बैठ जाओ. या फिर बड़ा वाला हमारे ऑफिस में we have a 1,000-piece puzzle. तो 1,000-piece puzzle को वो हमारे I think it took around a month for the entire team to solve that puzzle. तो हर दिन सुबह टीम आती थी, उसमें पन्ना मिनट बैठते थे टीम. तो कोई एक पॉइंट डाल रहा है, कोई एक डाल रहा है. And then they would move to the workplace. Again, they would come next morning. Again, they would be there putting a few pieces here and there. Again, they go back to the workplace. ऐसा हमने we made, and I think they're getting another 1,000-piece puzzle there. कोई भी कर लो आप. Anything which can make you stay focused. Any activity which will make your mind stay focused. But ये जो activities हैं, ये बड़े simple हैं, जो मैंने आपको बताया, चाहे वो puzzle हो, चाहे वो chess हो, चाहे वो any board game, which is there. Because interesting भी और focus भी कर देता है. Game में interest आ गया और आप focus भी हो गए. And the last part and the most important part, please sit for meditation. It's again another way of training your mind. When you sit for meditation, it's one of the most powerful tools to bring your mind. It's a very powerful tool to build a habit, to bring your mind from wherever it is. You bring your mind back to where you want it to. Very powerful. इसलिए मैं कहता हूं मेडिटेशन को आप मिस नहीं करो. It is meditation is, अगर आप उसको don't go into the spiritual aspect of it. सिर्फ एक ऐसा एक फिजियोलॉजिकल टूल के रूप में देखो उसको. इनिशियली हमने क्या ना उसके बारे में इतना हमने बड़ा कुछ बना के रखा हुआ कि उसमें से कुछ मैजिकल हो जाएगा, और वो मैजिकल जब हम बैठते हैं होता नहीं है तो कहते हैं यार मजा नहीं आ रहा है. डोंट, आई एम सेइंग फॉरगेट इट. सोचो ही मत कि ऐसा कुछ स्पिरिचुअल उसमें कुछ बेनिफिट मिलेगा. जस्ट थिंक ऑफ इट, इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल टूल to kind of control your thoughts, to kind of bring your thoughts wherever they are back to where you are. And you will realize the most simplest of benefits you will have of meditation is you'll be calmer. आप बहुत cool and calm हो जाओ. आपका ये जो द्वंद चल रहा होता है ये एकदम कम 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 होते होते एकदम शांत हो जाए. This is the simplest of benefits you will have of meditation. And then as you go deeper into it, as you practice meditation again and again and again, you will see that the more you sit on the seat of meditation, the more meditation will kind of open itself to you. The more you sit for meditation, the more the meditation will kind of unfold itself in front of you. And it will give you a flavor which only you can experience. But for that, आपको बैठना पड़ेगा. और बैठने के लिए मैं आपको सबसे सिंपल आपको तरीका बता रहा हूं कि डोंट थिंक ऑफ एनीथिंग एल्स. जस्ट अ टूल टू ऑर्गेनाइज योर थॉट्स, जस्ट अ टूल टू गेट योर थॉट्स टुगेदर, एंड यू विल सी यू विल बिकम मोर फोकस्ड. And there are many other ways to stay focused. I've just given you some 7-8 from my side, which I focus on, which I do. Very doable, practical. But again, I'm putting it across to you. If you want to be a blessing to the world, then you got to be productive. For you to be productive in this world, one of the best ways to be productive is to stay focused. For you to stay focused, I've given you these 7, 8 pathways. Work on yourself here. You will build a habit of being focused. When you build a habit of being focused, you become productive. When you become productive, you become a blessing to your organization. You become a blessing to your activity, whichever you are in. The world around you benefits. Unproductive लोगों का ज्यादा कुछ contribution होता नहीं है. They are consumers. They take away a lot and they give very less. So this HM was purely on this very fact that can I put across in your mind that you are being looted, you are being fleeced of your focusedness, or if there's a word called focusedness, तो आपके फोकस्ड होने से आपको वंचित किया जा रहा है ऑन अ डेली बेसिस एंड वी आर नॉट इवन अवेयर. तो बड़ा जरूरी है कि हम वो पकड़ लें अपने हाथ में और हम कहें कि हम फोकस रहेंगे. So all of you, if you're leaders, you're in charge of meetings, ensure nobody is on the gadget when the meeting is on. Nobody even should have a gadget on the table when the meeting is on. For that half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour, whatever the time meeting is on, everybody is to be focused on the meeting. You will see the difference of the productivity of the meeting. मेरा विश्वास कर. ये तो मीटिंग चालू है, प्रेजेंटेशन कोई दे रहा है, कोई डिस्कशन कर रहा है, कोई अपने मोबाइल में लगा हुआ है. Why? While having food, ensure that mobiles are banned from the table. Just focus on food. वो मोबाइल भी चालू है, खाना भी चालू है, कहीं ऐसा ना मोबाइल खा ले और खाना हमारा रख दे नीचे. And that's what's happening. So there's so many ways. I'm just putting the importance of focus. तो जी कैसा, you there with me? तो कैसा रहा आज का HM? Will it serve some purpose? क्या कह रहे हैं चंद्रमोहन साहब? Great learning to become more productive. Very true. Easy to implement. मैं सारी बातें easy करता हूँ, इसलिए तुम्हें उठाते नहीं हो. कभी कभी ना बहुत सरल बातें, आसान बातें लगता अच्छा यही है, हाँ करेंगे, कभी तो करेंगे. Life should be simple to be lived, right? The more complicated you make your life, the more difficult it becomes to live. So my job is to simplify things. That's what my mission, my approach in life is all about. So अभी कुछ करो इसके बारे में and ensure that at least some points you have picked up from how to stay focused. आप उसको जिंदगी का हिस्सा बनाओ. And all of you on YouTube, love you for being there for the last 1 hour or so and being a part of this beautiful family of happy minds, the seekers who come every week to take the weekly shot. And chaliye, I'm looking forward to my programs happening next week. We have a Entrepreneur Growth Summit coming up next week. Looking forward to another batch of Arasamasti, the business leadership program starting. So looking forward to that. A few power talks, a few visits, travel, and Ehsaas, Hamara Khatam, we are on the verge of getting the entire group ready. Looking forward to our Ehsaas for this year. Looking forward to a lot of things this year. So बहुत ऐसी चल रही है and excited about it. So stay focused and stay lively. चलो great. जोर का झटका